Oh man, the fact I'm starting with a candle looking like it's about to go out on these two. So, that could mean something too. Right, so the candle, the flame can never go out with two twin flames, but I'm wondering if it's a candle going out with karmic relationships. Right, so welcome to the channel. My name is Claire. Everything I do is for twin flames to empower you on your journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine. I've already filmed a few today, but which I might actually just release if if I watch them, if I have time to watch them back. I might by the time we're in the official new moon, which is right before midnight my time, and maybe your time wherever you're in the world, I might have got a few of them out. But the last one ended on this, right? But we didn't end on this, but I'm going to pause it and put some of the cards away. Basically, there's same old story, guys. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Everything I do is channeling, meaning the way I approach every video is going to have something to do with who to make sense to it. So as you can hear, I feel very tired. I'm so sleepy. I did get up really early this morning I know that won't be really early to some people, but my alarm went off about 7:30, and I was up and out quite early. And I went for a nice wee breakfast with my mum, so that was nice, and had a walk. But I've just been really sleepy, and I've been resisting a nap, and I've done quite well, but I'll definitely be tired by the time it gets to, well, hopefully I will be. But and remember, this is important because cancer is about sleep. Get some rest. So, and you might be like, Claire, you said you were going to rest this weekend, but basically, I am. After I get a couple of these done, that's me. I'm not filming anything. I don't even believe myself. As I'm saying it, I'm like, I'll go with the flow. I don't plan to film anything tomorrow on Saturday, but if I feel guided to, I might. But I don't think so, because I think I've done quite a few today that there's no need for that. I think it's Sunday that I might, look out for me on Sunday. I'm not making any promises, but basically, if I do publish the level of the membership, I feel I will want to come and do stuff on Leo Moon. Even if I haven't, but I don't see why I wouldn't be. Wait a minute, I don't know what this says. Oh wow, oh my god, what the hell? That's so crazy. So that was face down, and that says I'm filled with regret, and that's quite nuts because that one was what's come up in the last few videos. So yeah, this person's really filled with regret. And what I got from, you'll see this when I put it out, but that drained me. Like, I was like, oh fuck, because it was like, but it was so on point because it was about family. And cancer is about family, and it was just basically like family that have kept a union apart. And there's two storylines. Like, for some of that, it's you're an older adult and it's your family, and for other people, it could be that you've created a family with somebody that turns out to not be the nicest. The usual kind of. But so it'll depend who it resonates. But I'm loving these new cards, so you can just hang out while I tidy up. Or I'll pause it. Hang on. Right. So the thing that's quite weird, right, is, and also I've put the phone upside down. It won't matter because I can turn it around when I'm finished, but you might be feeling a bit upside down and all over the place, a bit like that upside down face emoji. I keep laughing because I'm putting in new Moon in Cancer to find the spread that I'm using right, and it keeps flashing up a video from 2020, and my face is so much slimmer. Oh, there we go. Look, this is going to have meaning about you either feel burnt out, or if you don't feel burnt out, which, it's not funny when you burn out, because when you burn out, you're fucked for, it can take you quite a while to get your energy back. So I'm taking that on board, yes. But again, it's more for me. Like, I'm really good at recognizing the signs of burnout, and it's just they're telling me, take a break. So it's just about definitely, yeah. I don't need to be filming on the weekends as they pull me to boundaries. You can still see videos on the weekends, but I don't need to be filming. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Well, that's where. And the funny thing is, so if you're new, when I start talking about the lessons I'm going through, or the lessons I'm helping like my clients through, my soul family members, because you again, although I can't call you a client if we've never had a session, a lot of you, you know, do feel like you are getting that from me through the videos alone, you know, and I haven't, and again, that's a huge honour, but recognise when you might need to step it up again and actually get the one-to-one, but you know, you'll know when that's time. Again, I'm really proud of people that have recognised when it's time to do that and reached out for help. So, and you know who you are when I'm saying that. Let me know you're doing all right. So I'm just giving people their space, boundaries and all that. Hilarious. I'm pretty sure the person will be like, that's totally for me. I'm tuning in telepathically, be like, you know, are they all right? Let me know you're all right. Actually, I would say that's the last two people I spoke to. So, just, you know, give me a wee email, let me know how you're doing. I can't promise I'll get back right away because, like I said, I tend to not want to look at my emails over the weekend, but if I catch it, I definitely probably will reply, or at least I'll reply telepathically and I'll get back to you next week. But right, so yeah, so that's got to be a thing for this to be coming in. So I'm going to just do the spread I done on the other one, and like I said, you might, I don't know, you'll either be watching this on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, so it doesn't matter, they're timeless. Yeah, let's just see. So I think this is going to be a theme though, so I think I'll leave those cards there to remind me there's something about boundaries, because in the last one I just done, amongst it being themes, basically it felt like there was a whole load of people going to somebody for things all the time, whether it's money, energy, like energy vampires, you know, can you fix this, can you do that, can you give me a lift here, can you, this is the kind of energy I felt, and it was somebody that was finding it hard to say no. As you think about it, that could be like turning your phone off too. So it's like people that are just constantly, but that could also be like a divine masculine that's got like, you know what I mean? People from the past, if you haven't closed the doors right, that could be situationships. So, right. Like, and the thing is like that could be people that aren't interested in entertaining, but some people can be very awkward about telling people to do one. So I know that because I've helped people with that in the past, you know what I mean? Like personally and professionally. But you need to learn to tell people to fuck off, otherwise you're going to end up in situations where you're selling for way less than what you deserve, whether it's for the long term or the short term, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody deserves access to you like that, if you know what I'm saying. I think you know what I'm saying. Anyway, boundaries. Oh yeah, boundaries, yeah, fucking hell, see how that fits. But we need boundaries in every area of life, but you know, I'm laughing because that really resonates with the, you know, needing to have a break from social media, replying to emails and blah blah, because of where the cancer is in my chart. It is that very sensitive energy, but it really is for, oh my god, look what I'm being led to. Really Shrek, the time has come to clear your energy. So that's what I mean, and that could be like people from the past, like, you know, that you've not, maybe it wasn't even an official relationship, but it's just doors you haven't closed. It's like, oh, you know, could you come and fix this for me, please? You know what I mean? And fucking before you know it, somebody's seducing you, a she-devil. Which, like I said, some people might be in the era of their life or the season where you're quite happy with that. But, yeah, it's good to be aware. Right, so, what emotions are surfacing? So, what will we... Let's use this now. I used other cards. I'm going to use these and then use them as a clarifier. So these are the new cards that you'll have saw, because I'll put the other one out first. So just as before, these are, you know, I do tend to go very specific. So it's either going to resonate or it's not. So let's see. What emotions are surfacing? So if this emotion is surfacing, I'm going to try and make this a bit shorter, but if it's still 30 minutes, that's all right. What emotions are surfacing for this person, particularly around this new moon in Cancer weekend, if we can have real time, but just bear in mind this could be past, it could have happened ages ago, could have happened years ago, could be happening presently, or about to happen. Oh, the cards leapt out. Oh, there we go. Or could be future energy. So what I feel is, currently, what is surfacing is I feel you've got different guides coming in to help you. Like this, the bottom of this card says, oh yeah, you can see spirit mentors and teachers. So I feel you're being guided to different people. Like, I don't know if you can see here, it's getting a bit crowded with the things, but I mean, I've normally got way more bits and bobs, but I'm quite liking the clear surface. So I will put all my stuff back on eventually, but yeah, spirit mentors and teachers. I feel you're being guided, like could be things to do art, music, bits and bobs of all of this, writing, but I feel That's what's surfacing, is your past life gifts. And because we are in the Sirius gateway, which I explained on the other video, that I felt Sirius energy when I was filming yesterday, and then I only remembered, well, I got led to it, and then I was like, oh yeah, which I love when that happens, that I always forget that this time of year aligns with the Sirius, like that's what the 7-7 portal is about. Well, it's basically, it's right now. Like, it's when the Cancer's at 14 degrees, so you've just got basically there could just be a lot of awakening of spiritual gifts, but I also feel, divine masculine in particular. So this could be basically, it feels like it's going to be, because I'm always channeling for divine masculine most of the time. But by the way, the other one still could have made sense to divine feminine, because basically whoever I'm picking up on, all the different sets of twins, like different ones each time. Well, not each time, you know what I mean. It just depends. It just depends who needs the most help. That you'll mirror each other. So, but that's what's surfacing. Somebody's been awakened to past life gifts, but I feel past life memories in general. And notice I'm going quite breathless here. I'm being drawn the past life cards. I did actually mean to do like a past life sort of series, because Cancer is about the past, but I haven't ended up doing that. I might do it for like the last week of Cancer or something, but because I've got oh no, that's not coming. There's a past life deck that's not been released until the middle of the month, but I will actually get it the day it's released, because I don't often do that, but it was just, I really love those women's cards, so I just know they'll be good. So yeah, someone in the past was like persecuted, or there's some kind of inquisition, like you're persecuted for something. So maybe it was something to do with what you done in the past. Like, there's a karmic relationship involved here. Now remember, karmic relationship, because of what we do you know what, I was just being really pulled into that bag, and it looks like a Louis Vuitton sort of thing, but it's kind of like yeah. So again, and I don't, anyway, each their own. I don't care for that shit. If you do that, you do you, boo, but I just think they're the ugliest things ever. Sorry, just saying. They are. Like, I couldn't care how much money they cost. They're ugly. Just I'm just laughing because I've never made a secret of that. Like, I've been around people that have actually had this print, whether it be a bag or whatever, and they, you know what I mean? I just appreciate, like, look, that's your thing, it's not mine. Like, you know what I mean? Even if I did have that money, I wouldn't be buying that bag. Do you know what I'm saying? Knowing me, I'd probably just want the plainest bag ever. That was, you know what I mean? That was like whatever, mate. But it's like, it just, yeah, none of that. It just doesn't float my boat. But anyway, yeah, karmic relationship. When we're talking about twin flames, it usually is a bad thing, let's be honest. But we've all been a karmic person in somebody's life, it's worth noting. But this could just be something fated. But I think, because karmic relationships are fated to happen as well. But what's, shitty about it is when there's sabotage and deliberate spell work and black magic and manipulation and lies, and to twist the person's perception of their true twin flame. That's when it starts getting like, dirty underhand tactics. But that can go back to the days of, like what I've said before, Atlantis, and they're pulling me the Atlantis cards. So I'm just going to run the gauntlet. It's going to have some kind of meaning to get to these. Does that say telepathic? Oh, I should be using these. Discovering happiness, I've just picked up on my way to get the cards. I allow myself to be content exactly as I am. Discovering happiness. That's interesting, right? Because I said that to my mum yesterday. I said, no, it was today. I said, what, I feel really content. And if I'm honest, like the rest of the week, I did not feel like that. Like, I felt a real heaviness. So I'm just sort of saying that for anyone else that's felt that. It felt like I was tuning into a collective sadness, which I now feel is lifted. So it might just be that I was in the Cancer moon energy a bit early, because that always tends to happen. And then now I'm in more of like the Leo moon vibe, which comes in with the 7-7 energy on Sunday. But it's kind of interesting. So what about Atlantis then? But yeah, in Atlantis, the karmic energies that sabotaged the unions, twin flames in Atlantis, can be sabotaging in this life. Oh no, and then that card came out. Now, black magi isn't always bad, but because it does, this is that's so freaky. This card is like, I'm telling you that, oh, if you're new, what I always say, which I do need to get on a t-shirt, is God speaks through me, meaning that literally the divine, the higher energies talk through me, loved ones in spirit, depending on who I'm tuning in for. So yeah, sometimes they'll be talking to me, but most of the time they talk through me, which is why I've described that I don't get orbs flying about me really in videos, because they're talking through me. But like, this card actually talks about what I'm saying. That's so crazy. The Magi were highly trained, and this is what I've been saying all week actually. I say it all the time. You've got, oh my god, and on that card too, you've got people in all fields, right? Psychic stuff, healing stuff, shamanic stuff, Reiki teachers, like you name it, any kind of field, teachers of just school teachers, college teachers, doctors. There's light and dark in everything. And unfortunately, there are some people that are not, I'm not even going to talk about that, but they're flashing up something related to that was in the news recently that, you know what I mean? It's just people that are in professions that are just horrifyingly evil, so I don't even want to go there when it's got stuff to do with kids. I just can't even. I'm too sensitive, and especially where it is in my chart. But the point is, I'm going to read this. The Magi were highly trained shamans, alchemists, magicians who were truly awesome powers, right? But again, this means it comes with jealousy. Very interesting it's on this card. When the Magi decided to use their power for their own enrichment and ego aggrandizement, the frequency of Atlantis spiraled down. So again, people that get caught in ego, right? And they don't come from a good place, they've not got good intentions. So that could be like male dark magicians, you know, or female dark high priestesses, whatever you want to call them. But like, again, the people in Atlantis that had psychic powers, but they abused them. And there's still a lot of those people around today. And I know it's like a bit of a minefield, but that's why it's really important that you do follow and you lurk someone and you get a feel for them, you know what I mean? And you know, it would be rare that somebody wouldn't sort of watch somebody for a long time, if not even a few years, and not have just to do with not wanting to part with your money, although a lot of time it is that with people. You know, it's to do with trust. And that's actually a wise thing to do, because and I even definitely know that, like, you know, I'm not going to go down that route again, but probably because it's still in my eighth house right now, yeah. Oh, no, maybe it's not, maybe it's in my ninth, but it kind of moves from my eighth to my ninth by the time it's moving. That have, yeah, they've even, with my North Node in the eighth house, they've even led me to do like research I wasn't even meaning, where I've literally needed support, and then I've reached out to people and I'm like, hang on a minute. And I wouldn't say, well, maybe sometimes I've come across people that would fit that bill, but it's more just like people that are, you know, they're one way in public and they're very different behind the scenes, and that's, I don't like that, you know. Like, everybody's got different sides of them, but when somebody drastically changes, that's a bit worrying. Like, it's an indication that somebody hasn't integrated their shadow, and so this is why I try to talk about the shadow and the unhealed shadow and embracing your shadow, you know, when it's healed enough. Like, don't feel like you need to be perfect before you're in a twin flame relationship, or you need to be perfect before you help others. Like, it's not that, but you do need to be some sort of level of stable. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the TV has just unpaused on Magic Mike. That's hilarious. Wait a minute. Everything happens for a reason, and they've just guided me another two cards. I can't see what they say. Oh, thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Hilarious. Is Magic Mike's last dance on, and it's right at the end where he does that very sexual dance with a sexy ballerina. I remember every detail of that day. Oh my god, what's this got to do with it? Anyway, they pulled me in. They were face down when I came through. Right, so, um, mm, that's good. Right, we'll see. Oh, maybe this will be a bit of a lot, but basically that is going to have something to do with it, because when I went to see that, I went to see it. God, time's all a big distortion. It was January last year I went to see that, and that's the last time I actually went to the pictures. It was the first time I've been in years, and yeah, I've seen that film about 1,000,000 times now, because whenever it's on the movie channel, I just tend to watch it. But yeah, what always stands out to me about it is she's dealing with a narcissistic husband who has really battered down her self-esteem. So it could be literally what I've just said there, a woman dealing with a narcissistic husband, or it could be like a man dealing with a narcissistic woman, or it could be same sex, or it could be none of these things, right? But that's what sticks out in that film. And then, by the way, I always say in that film, I don't know why I add that on the end. Where else is it going to be when I'm talking about, you know what I mean? But it just seems to come out of my mouth. But then also, yeah, they fall in love, but it's like it's kind of like they're misreading the signals from each other. And then what I love about it is, like, right at the end, he shows her what she means to him through the dance with the sexy ballerina. I know it sounds really weird, doesn't it? I mean, I've said this before when I've said it, but like, seriously, it's fucking hot. They simulate sex, basically, but in a really classy way. And yeah, so that's really what it means to me, is that, so I do feel there could be some sort of surprise coming here, where you think somebody doesn't get you, but they actually really do. So perhaps some of the readings that I've done quite a while ago are actually coming, you know, they might be catching up to real time, but equally they might not be, and this could be ages away, so just whatever. But I'm going to finish reading this card. When the Magi decided to use their power for their own, yeah, I just read that bit. The frequency of Atlantis spiraled down. Everything on Earth has a natural cycle. The golden age was the pinnacle of light, followed by eons of darkness. And, like, again, that can be like when we just come out of that Kali Yuga thing that was associated with a lot of the Pluto and Capricorn energy there. Yeah. But now it is time to rise once more to higher frequency. This card indicates that's just so. It's not weird, because it's God speaking through me, but how funny that I was saying it, and then that, like, the one card out of all of them backs it up. This card indicates the end of a cycle. In this plane of duality, situations, relationships inevitably end. Yeah, karma. This is definitely karmic relationships ending. Making room for different experiences. It's time to watch your ego and purify yourself so that the new can be better than the old. Watch your ego as you prepare for change. This is people going through an ego death, right? But just look out for triggering there if you're not quite through it. Do we need anything else from there? Yeah, if you choose this card, you may be presented with a challenge or responsibility. Accept it and do it graciously to the very best of your ability. It does not matter whether you fail or succeed. Your guidance is to participate with all your heart and soul, whatever life presents you. Aim to do your best. 33, Jesus, forgiveness energy. That's like, the card's called Excellence, but that is like, oh look, and healing. Oh yes, and I was talking about people needing healing. This card reminds you that there are people who need your help, so it's time to develop, hone and practice your healing abilities. That came through the other day. It also suggests you may need a boost of spiritual Reiki, emotional healing to raise your levels. Reach out to others today. So again, see, that came through in one of the other ones I've done. I can't remember what one, but basically there's a message coming through about recognising when you need healing and when you need to go to others for healing. Definitely when you need healing in the way of you need to release and have a good cry. That's definitely the energy we're in. I've actually already done that today. And again, it's just I've been doing a lot of work around trauma release, and so it's just it was just time for that to come up, and I do feel a lot lighter. So, like I said, I don't talk shit, basically. I practice what I preach, that, like, when I say it's very healthy to have a good cry, I do mean it. So, and like I said, this is a very emotional part of my chart, so right. I mean, I was crying at Love Island. I was shouting at the telly. Not shouting, but, I was like, oh, come on, whatever. And I'm sure I will be again tonight, whatever goes on there. Right. What are these cards? Let's carry on with this. Oh, look. Partnership, contract, commitment, connections, and past life guides sneaking in. So there's a lot about past lives here, which doesn't surprise me, because with where that is in my charts, absolutely where my interest in past lives comes in. So if you're new to me, I can do past life regression with you. I can do past life shamanic work. We can do ancestral healing. When you're focusing on ancestral healing, that can be very complex. Like that I can work with people with that over quite a few sessions, because it's complex work. It's not just like a one and done session. It's like, but to work, you need to sort of work through it slowly. The time just reached 441 as I'm talking, so, and we've got a 4-1 on here too. 4s and 1s are significant for what they use me to activate that, and others, as in that's why you always see me sharing screenshots of 144 and everything, because each time it's waking somebody else up. Right, okay, so what is weighing this person down? For this to identify, for the person to identify who this is. Freedom. Oh, that came out earlier. So that's what's weighing somebody down, perhaps not having the freedom you want. And look at that combination of 1, 4, 4. That's not a coincidence when I just said that. Thought vibrations, resonant choices, signature signals. There's just a lot of, like, that serious energy is bringing through huge activations, waking the divine masculines up to their talents and to who and where they want to be with. What changes in my home will nourish me? Oh God, now that's where that came out for, and it did make me laugh because it was like moving on, letting go. Right. Teacher, learning a new path. So what that's sort of saying to me though is, again, similar kind of energy of somebody's like, and it could have some, you know, there's something could be significant about Monday there, the 8th, but this feels like what would help somebody in the home is being led to, because, right, this is how I'm reaching this. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I always use that for twin flames, so that feels like, that's what that feels like. Because it's what changes in the home, and we often talk about twin flames feeling like home. What changes in my relationships will nourish me? Kind of a similar question, but... Oh, Angel of the 7 Chakras, power, truth and connection. So what changes in relationships will nourish me? Well, if you've not got power, truth and connection in karmic relationships, whether it be love, friendships, family, work, you know, you're going to start to get the ick, because that's what you're going to be yearning for. Oh, look, when I said family, it's on the bottom. Again, all the family stuff is going to be coming up, the good, the bad, the ugly, because Cancer Moon is about the family. So expansion, legacy, this doesn't, but nothing can be, I was going to say nothing, it's surely not going to be as, you know, like the other one that came out, but I won't speak too soon. I mean, it's not like it was that bad, but it did seem to be not very great. How can I connect with deep bliss? Oh, that's nice. The healing heart. Love, acceptance and romance. Yeah, that's what, that does confirm why I was feeling that, because again, they're just talking through me, so it is right. Love, accept. This is a masculine energy, whether you're male or female, that's ready for true love. After isolating yourself, not doing very much, being in an emotional desert, and having attachments all around you. Look, desperate, longing attachments. Spider webs as well remind me of black magic. Somebody's been feeling very trapped with toxic energies. I'm gonna read that. I want to see what that says. Right. Because this can be romantic, it can be friends, it can be family, it can be work situations that you're carrying on too long. Let's see. The women on the, or just a way of work, you know, or just being in the wrong job. Like maybe it was the right job at one point, but now you're feeling, oh yeah, especially because I put it there. Maybe it is a job for, I mean, it's different things for different people, but I think it is a job for someone because I put on talent guides. Like, it's weighing you down. Because that's what that is. And freedom, yeah, it is. It's time to move on from one job to follow your calling. The women on this, because again, you might be good at it and you might get a lot of money for it, but if it doesn't bring you fulfillment, that's not going to wash in the new earth, right? Like, we came here for more than just to have money. Like, because you could have a whole load of money and be fucking miserable and stuck with an attachment, do you know what I mean? Like, as in a relationship that's lacking love, acceptance and romance. Like, people that, like, well, maybe that's why I was getting homed in the back. Like, people that are like, you only love me if you buy me that brand new Louis Vuitton bag for Christmas and birthdays, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, that's no love. And if you think that's love, you've had a very negative example of it. And, you know, it would be wise to invest in counselling. Again, not necessarily me, like maybe you already have, but like this basically try to unpack that, because you're just going to do that all of your life. Like you're going to shower people with gifts because you might have been this must be describing someone's experience, like deprived of emotional support, but you might have been chucked loads of material stuff. So then you might see that as love, and that somebody has to give you love in that way. Which is a bit different from your love language being gift given, you know what I mean? Quite complex, but anyway. Her obsessive longing is keeping her. Wait a minute. The woman on this card is caught in a web of longing and need. The threads that bind her are desperate needs for love, money, or success. So again, woman or man. But I feel this is like desperate, clingy women with men especially. But this could be like men that are like leeching off of women too, and same sex. The threads that bind her are desperate needs for love, money, success. Her obsessive longing is keeping her stuck, unable to move in any desired direction. In fact, as she reaches up to grab a diamond in the web, she gets even more caught. So again, somebody that's trying to catch a shiny thing, and they get even more stuck. So I think we know what analogies that can be for all that glitters isn't gold. This card brings a warning. Don't poison your present joy with the misery of desperation. There's not one thing that you can make that can make you happy. Surrender your chronic longing and choose to create feelings of happiness and self-acceptance now. Like, again, that's what I'm talking about. That, again, this feels like some kind of work addiction. Like somebody's like work to get the money. But you're trapped. Because you're never actually going to reach. It's unattainable. For some people, it's an addiction. And what would actually be free is to do something you enjoy and maybe take a pay cut. You know, as long as you can pay your bills and everything like that. But again, if you're following your calling, like things tend to do work. Again, it's not always that straight cut. Like, so you've got to kind of, it's wise to, you know, do it properly, whatever that is, if you can. But some of us get chucked into it. Like I was chucked into it, so you got to fucking find your way in amongst it. But this card brings a warning. Yeah, I said that. So this release of an attachment allows you to calmly work on your intentions while living in appreciation of the present. Perceive the value already in your life, and you'll attract increasingly happy experiences, including the ones you long for now. So yeah, that's what I mean about, if you're always chasing the day where you're going to feel enough money-wise, you could be chasing that forever, and meanwhile you're stuck, like, with low-hanging fruit, like, in every area of life. Shitty pals, shitty treatment from family, shitty love experiences, nothing to write home about, boring, or really shitty, like abusive, you know, on every level. It's, yeah. There's my stomach again. I don't know if you heard it, but it is getting near my tea time. Like that alarm might go off actually. I let go of desperation. I take action towards my goals while focusing on my present joys and blessings. And it's on page 33, which is Divine Masculine Energy. Right. So now let's clarify it with other deck. So what emotions are surfacing? What emotions are surfacing around these? If this is resonating with you, and it's 33 minutes as well. Oh my god, is that how long I've been? Jesus forgiveness energy. So yeah, so again, maybe Jesus is guiding you actually. I feel that is the case with me saying that. So because it's to do with your calling. What emotions are surfacing? Yeah, look, passion. Follow your passions. Inspirational, charismatic, innovative. You're being guided to follow your passions. Love it. King of Wands. I feel there could be something significant about cherry blossoms. Maybe you walk by somewhere that has cherry blossoms. I know that I do. But, what is weighing this person down? Well, probably not moving on from wherever's keeping you stuck, whether it's a job, stuck in a mindset, something like that. Can go for it. Yeah, look, wow, 2 of air, 2 swords, indecision, avoidance, confusion. It literally is. It's like someone knows they're being guided to follow the honouring path. That's out of another deck. But also, which is actually there, that'll be funny if that comes out. But, like, I always just like to mention, when I use the words that are on a card, I do usually say, oh, it's from that card, because it makes me cringe if, like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, I know that it's from the card because I'm seeing it in my third eye. But if you're just wondering why I said that, but because it's not something that I would usually say, it's from that card. But this is somebody that's being guided to follow their calling, but also like following their calling, which leads them to the twin. So this person might not know that it's leading them to the twin, or they might know because they're pulling me to the words "I love you." But this is definitely it for. I think it's because it makes sense. Because I help people that some of you are being guided to follow your calling, but you don't actually know who your twin is yet, or you haven't worked it out who it is yet. Because a lot of like, listen, 9 times out of 10, it's actually somebody that's already in your life, right? So might not be the case for you, but it's usually the way. But you've got to find yourself first, and then it becomes obvious who that person is, right? That's what it's all about, self-acceptance. But yeah, I do feel this is somebody stuck at that indecision because maybe you're too addicted to the money of the job that you can't stand. Shit, so somebody must be feeling like that about their job. Indecision, avoidance, confusion. But this could also be somebody's confused about, do I pick the path where my heart is telling me to go? This job I wanted, this work I want to do, the twin flame. That sounded like I was meaning to do the twin flame, but you know what I mean? Like, do work with the twin flame and other stuff. Or do I stay where the money's good and I'm in an unfulfilling relationship? Or maybe single, but just, you know, not got anything going on, but you feel yourself in where it's something like that. So that's what's weighing this person down. So that's what's pretty powerful. So what else is weighing this person down? Oh my God. See, now I was wondering why am I pulling another one, but that's why. 5 of Cups. So look at her. What's happened here? Oh, literal spilt milk. Disappointment, regret, and forgiveness. And remember, we've still got the cards. Have we? Where are they? Yeah, look. My God, that would be quite a good visual. There's a lot of regret here. This is somebody that's really regretting not following their heart. Because you might look at that in the background. Love, acceptance, and romance. This person's really waking up, regretting not following their heart. And also, they were on top of the healing card. I put those cards on top of healing. So again, it almost feels like if this is resonating for you, if you hadn't already had the energy healing, like if you hadn't had a session with an energy healer or a session with me one-to-one, or like, because remember, I don't often say that, but I'm a Reiki master teacher as well as a shaman, but I just don't mention the Reiki part a lot because the shaman is, well, it's not really, I don't like to compare things, but shamanic healing is way more powerful than Reiki healing. Reiki healing is quite gentle. Like, Reiki is like, if I'm healing, like, say when my niece isn't well or something, like, she often says, like, can you heal me or that? Like, because once, I know she always still talks about this. This was a couple of years ago, like, when she was like 4 and she's now 6. But she had a sore stomach one day. And so I was like, can I put my hand on your stomach, right? Because you always still ask kids, especially because it's like, they're my nieces. But, anyway, just, it's wise to ask permission so that they know that when they're around others, right? Anyway, point out the fucking obvious, but when I'm reparenting a lot of the time on here, and definitely remember when that says boundaries. Some people really need to hear that. But anyway, literally didn't even put my hand, maybe I did. I either put my hand on her stomach or I hovered my hand above her stomach for like a minute. And she was like, thanks, it's gone. And then she just carried on playing. And she was in a lot of pain. But that's how quick, so that's what I'm saying. That's no Reiki. Like that's... And it's like when I've said before that my own Reiki master said that, it's like whatever you're doing, that isn't Reiki. Like it's very powerful spiritual healing. And yeah, now I weave all the different other things that I went down. Like I said, it was just awakening past life gifts, but yeah, that's so powerful with it. Oh my God, there's a lot here about, because we've got teacher learning a new path, we've got talents, so I think simultaneously this does seem to be a message about either you needing the healing. So look, you could either be this person getting the healing or you could be the healer. But at one point, you could be the person getting the healing and then you turn into the person. Do you know what I mean? Because like I said, most of the people I regret, very interesting. Most of the people that I feel that was me falling in the masculine. Most of the people I regret. Do you know what I mean? Because the masculine energy usually doesn't look to the lessons until they fully awaken. Like they're like, I just regret this. I regret choosing my head and what suits my family and the people around me and what makes most sense, what makes most money. I wish I'd followed my heart. And that's why we've got all these images of somebody like, what the fuck have I done? Yeah, because I was like, why did I say that? But anyway, what I was going to say was, because it's never any mistakes when I'm doing this, so I just have to work out why that came out. Basically, yeah, anyone that I am helping to heal themselves, like to empower themselves, most of the time, the people that are drawn to me, they end up wanting, to learn some sort of healing modality that suits them. And it's just what I always stress is, find your own thing, you know what I mean? Because I've had weird experiences with people where they like try to be me, like seriously, like when you see people talking about copycat energy and that, and it's just, there is a difference, there is a difference. And it's, I don't really want to dive into that, but there's people go very weird, like that's usually when people fucking slink off. And there's a difference between going off the radar and just being a bit funny with someone, and which don't stress out people this year, especially because I know that a lot more people have needed to hermit, and this is more things that have happened years ago, but it is like they were drawing my attention the other day. There's I've had particularly like really creepy single white female experiences in the past where people have like yeah, I'm not going to go into detail there, but definitely things where it's like it's totally unique to me and they're like trying to be me. Weird. Don't do that. Try to be yourself, right? Find what is uniquely. I love it when I see people find what is their thing and own it. Don't try to be like anyone else. And the new earth, that won't wash. You'll no last 5 minutes. Right. So anyway, whoever this is in a lot of regret, clearly, and they're in healing. And basically, that's what I'm saying. Whatever it is you're getting, Reiki, shamanic healing, blah, 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 is bringing all your feelings up to the surface. And I do feel for a lot of people, this could be feelings that have been stuffed down for a very long time. I wrote this earlier, so this is definitely a collective theme. Because whenever I write, whatever I write, wherever I'm writing it, in the community tab usually, or in the comments, well, that's going to be the only places on YouTube. It's, or unless I'm, and yeah, even when I'm emailing you back or replying and stuff like that, it is still the guides, and yeah, God influences what I'm saying. Right, so what changes in my home will nourish me? So, well, I picked up the wrong deck, but it's never the wrong deck. Being around soul family, community, your group, that's what will nourish somebody. So perhaps it's kind of indicating that people have been around, been confused by peers, and now they feel like they've made the wrong mistake. The wrong mistake? Doesn't even fucking make sense anyway. Again, it doesn't make sense, but that was fucking probably how somebody's feeling all over the place. What change in my home will nourish me? So remember, I felt like that card was about this person being ready to learn in a different way, like from love. Let love teach you. That's cheesy, but I did hear it. Oh, wow, yeah, look, that's so powerful, because that is the message, because that's the world card, 21 coming full circle. Accomplishment, celebration, completion. That's why karmic relationship came up, and I remember I only used it in that one. It's like, someone's done with a karmic relationship, and then they led me to release your ex and love yourself first. I didn't even mean to pick up love yourself first, but the time has come to clear your energy. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So for some that could be more recent, but for others that can be you're clearing the trauma and you're freeing yourself from a situation that came out yesterday that's kept you trapped. 21st of August could be a significant date there. Maybe it's got something to do with like, celebrating. I feel with a twin flame because of what I'd said, whatever they made me say there. Right. What changes in my relationships will nourish me? Light of fire. Wow, rushing into what you're passionate about. Confident, passionate, adventurous. Yeah, this is definitely in line with what I channeled yesterday. That's somebody going from a place of regret, shame. I feel shame as well, just regret, like just regretting not following their passion in the past. Because King of Wands, somebody regrets not stepping their power, following their passion. And now this person has completed a karmic lesson. They've learned, look, the karmic lesson was a teacher too. So whether it was a karmic lover, friend, family member, job situation, it's done its job. It's taught you what it needs to teach you. And now this person's like, I need to rush in. I need to rush in to receive the love I really deserve. Ooh, right. Yeah, look, there is. Look, celebrate, yeah. Celebration, community, friendships. This person wants to say, celebrate, it would be so nice. I actually thought I was going to sing Cool in the Gang. Celebrate good times, come on. All the songs about celebrating. Because this person's in love. Compassionate, understanding, trustworthy. This person wants to come in and let you know that they're genuine. Look, the healing heart, love, acceptance, romance. We've got the king of romance himself, but that's also somebody that isn't always good at putting into words. And this is sometimes third parties, but I really do feel that well, it just depends, but I'm not feeling that in this case. It feels like this is celebrating with soul family and with a twin flame. After it's recovering from betrayals, endings, freedoms, and yeah, it can even be like where you've betrayed one another or somebody's betrayed you, or, you know, like twin flames, I mean. But it more feels like betrayals from others. Yeah, this person now feels like, look, they feel empowered, they feel, I've got my shit together, I've got everything I need to get this done, and I'm rushing in. I'm going to get my high priestess. They're following their intuition. Similar messages coming through. Well, it all feels similar every day, but you know what I mean? Particularly, right, let's put that one there. How can I connect with deep bliss on top of love, acceptance and romance? Now that would be nice if it was that Two of Cups card again. No, but it's fated, destined changes, which twin flames are. Also, we've got the 9 and the 10, so the 9th and the 10th could be significant, which will be next week sometime. Monday, Tuesday. No, wait a minute. Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah. Luck, progress and change, yeah. And again, I feel it's the angels guiding this person to true love. You might be this person. After being stuck in your head. So, you know, you're doubting yourself, you're maybe being a bit confused, you feel like you're trapped, and I feel it's going to have something to do with whatever this person's in regret about. It just feels like the usual where, I think I need to get that out, like somebody doesn't want to tell, like someone's still healing, meditation, recuperation, contemplation, but again, this is like what's come out before. I feel this is a masculine that's been guided to get out of their head and go and just let it out. Like, I feel this is like somebody needs healing around this, and it's about getting everything off your chest, whatever the truth is. I'm going to get those cards. I actually didn't mean to get this deck of cards, but I guess this is the one we need. Yeah, it's like this conversation. Oh, there's a card that says conversation in this. It's like this conversation needs to happen to free both people. That's what I'm feeling. So it's something that's been a hidden secret too long. Yeah, like there we go. That somebody feels guilty about. I feel pain from the damage I've caused. I left when things got hard. Wow, I wish you understood how I feel. So somebody, there's been an argument, somebody's guilty and they left. And it's unfinished business. Makes sense. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Oh god, third party. But it was in reverse. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. So that's what feels like coming up here. That it's like there's unfinished business about some kind of disagreement where somebody ran away. Now they feel guilty. And it's got a third party to do it again. So again, your first thought is, oh, somebody ran off with someone else. But this could be like family that got in the way, friends, a lifestyle. Yeah, a lifestyle, habits. I don't know if we'll ever change. And this person now feels like it's a missed opportunity. I didn't act when I should have. And it's got a lot to do with gossip. I'm afraid of what other people will think. And you made me realise my flaws, and there's the conversation card. I want to call and hear your voice. It's like somebody that cared what everybody else thought, and now they don't give a shit. That's what I'm feeling. And that's when you've reached a dangerous level of freedom. Enjoy it and keep going. Yeah, so how can this person reach true bliss? How can they get out of the self-doubt? Well, there's the answer. Make the call. Put yourself and your person out of misery. Yeah, look, literally. 9 and 10 of Earth, 9 and 10 of Pentacles. Contentment, luxury, independence, prosperity, security, tradition. Basically, it's like a lot of shit's going to come together in the physical from being brave. Yeah, and a wise investment. Investment, assessment, and patience. I did shuffle. Yeah, and balance. There you go. Twin flame union. Compromise, self-control, moderation. and healing and happiness. And that's what I said, because it's God speaking through me. This conversation is going to bring about a lot of healing and happiness. And it's going to change a lot. That's the Tower. Realization, life change, liberation. It's going to break the illusions. And if you look, someone's been keeping an eye on a twin flame too, but it's truthful, analytical, outspoken. And that could have caused problems though. There could have been, it feels like there's been harsh words exchanged. But it's like, yeah, and that's what's made somebody realise their shadow side. But it feels like this person wants to come in and break the illusions, because it feels like, basically what I'm saying is, it feels like divine feminines that are, if somebody isn't like telling you the truth, or that isn't telling you anything, it's inevitable that you're going to come up with the most elaborate, I wouldn't say crazy, because with the stories I've heard, anything's possible really, but you know, I mean, you're going to come up with the worst case scenarios. So by coming in and actually telling the truth, yeah, with how intuitive high priestesses are, a lot of it's probably going to be pretty on point, but there's inevitably going to be some of it that was way off and you were just thinking the worst. So that's why it's going to be healing for both people. But that's a really powerful message, right? So it'll lift the regret from the person that's feeling that way, and it'll lift the wondering from the other one. And then you can start to have fun again. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Obviously, slowly for some people, depending on what it is. But you know, because you know, like I always say, when it's your own twin flame, you've got an idea. This person's serious now. Wherever they were running away, they want to make the effort now. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to. Yeah, give your relationship a chance. Like I always say, these are the two cards where, look, the wee boy's reaching over at her, the man is reaching over at her. This is a man that wants to make an effort with a woman. Or you can change it, the gender that you want, but that's what I'm seeing in the card. They recognise who you are. They just want to share your dreams together and encourage each other to make them a reality. This person wants to be your cheerleader like you've been for them. They want to come in and have a heart-to-heart conversation. I'm going to keep that there for the thumbnail. And yeah, so just don't, if you're that person, don't let the past and guilt get in the way of the happiness that is coming in. Because it is coming in if you allow it. It's intense. But love is in the air. Right, I'm going to get the thumbnail after, so they're just telling me to shuffle these. Sirius going to come out again? No, Pleiades. I would have said that next. Double mission, channeling, uplifting humanity. And it's not a coincidence I wrote something about uplifting or waking up humanity in the Infinity tab earlier. Yeah, and so yeah, this is about, that's a specific message for the divine feminines, that you've been busy lifting the veil, which can make waves. It can appear to create like tower moments, but it's only ones that are for everyone's highest good, because there's been lies in the world, there's been lies in personal lives, and that's what this seems about as well. Whatever is like a mystery, it's time to bring it out in the open. Question everything, anything unaligned must go. Because all paths lead home. All divine masculines, right, when they wake up fully, they're going to be guided back to their feminine. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you, and there's the Venus card. So there might be a huge big gap in between two people right now. Emotionally, literally, you could be countries apart. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. But where twin flames exist, miracles exist. Alignment, flow, right, relationship, harmony. That card came out earlier. And look at this. Potential, promise. It's about to happen. Keep going. Just say yes. There's just such a huge exciting energy of people coming out of this spiritual awakening. That can also be where somebody's done spells and black magic. The karmic energies are been up to fuckery. But someone's waking up in spiritual awakening in general and beating their fear, right? Their desires, overcoming their fears, which is when you've done the work on yourself, your subconscious. But I'm going to end it there. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.